Pretty sure you're gonna win.
That would be such a validation of my hard work.
If I don't win, I'm not going to write a speech next year.
You say that every year.
So I asked around. The popular vote was split between you and Keith.
Popular vote is uneducated.
Okay, everyone, listen up. The winner of this year's speech writing contest is Keith.
I demand a recount.
It's hard being the new kid here in Kids Town. Mom and Dad, they think they're so smart, but they don't even know who's in charge. There's a lot of growing up to do right here in Kids Town.
I've never lost a speech day. I think we all want a recount.
Does it mean anything to you guys that I have theater tickets? All right, I need 2 counters.
It's not just a recount. I think Keith's speech was plagiarized.
I'm a man of the press. How dare you?
Miss Hart, Keith wrote that speech.
Of course you'd say that.
Maybe he just knows his friend wouldn't cheat. I mean, why don't you tell us how you know, Brian?
Yes, let's do that, sure. I don't have anywhere to be.
Well, it all started when Vanessa's mom met with Jamie's dad.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am. And please stop calling me Shirley.
Objection. How could Brian know the details of a meeting between my dad and her mom? Miss Hart, you can't allow this.
If I don't get to use my theater tickets, I'm getting entertained here.
I'll allow it.
Moving on then.
That schoolhouse is a century old. It was the first library in Bailey's Path. It's a part of our history.
And the new condo will be part of our new history.
Ha! New history. Is that how you plan selling it?
I don't have to. It's a done deal. It would take a room full of angry people to stop this from happening. And I haven't seen that since you made Lady Chatterley's Lover the book of the month.
Do you have a photo album, Travis? I keep one to remind myself of how I got to where I am right now.
Well, that's fantastic, Lynn. But we're not talking about photo albums, we're talking about economic development.
That building is a snapshot of what this town is today by remembering where it came from.
Well, actually, it's a shack in the middle of prime real estate.
I'll be damned if it's torn down while I raise my daughter here.
Well, maybe you should raise your daughter someplace else.
I don't think your son would be a fan of that.
No. Is that how you think this office works? That my 12-year-old son makes the decisions?
Well, I bet he'd do a better job because he sure can't do a worse one.
Meanwhile, Keith was searching for a speech topic. Why is speech day so popular here?
Are you kidding me? My class doesn't even have speech day, and I write one every year.
Why?
In case we get called up to the majors. Whoever wins speech day basically rules the school. Yeah. Wait! That's the mayor's house. If I want to keep getting paid for this, I have to walk that one up. He gets paid for this?
Hold on. How does winning speech day make you rule the school?
When people really listen, you can make them do virtually anything around here. Like when Captain Supreme tells everyone to put buckets on their heads to protect them from falling meteors, and then everyone gets buckets stuck on their heads. Exactly like that.
Well, not exactly like that. Some of us put the power to better use than buckets. How's the speech going, Keith?
It's going great. How about yours?
Great times, too. My dad's a speechwriter to help me out.
Huh?
Hold on. Jamie, did you get help from the mayor's office on your speech?
My dad's speechwriters are only there for constructive criticism and spell check. I would never lessen the honor of speech day.
That's not what you said.
Have fun finding a topic. Well, I lessen the honor of speech day and have these guys write me a winning speech because it's their job. Miss Hart.
Keep the story moving, Brian.
Okay. Well, after delivering Keith's papers, he took us to the library to keep searching for a speech idea.
Oh, I love speech day. It's the one time everyone has to listen to me.
What was that?
You're not funny. Okay, how about this for a title? 5 boys, 1 direction, to my heart. Yes. Fantastic.
Narrow what down?
Keith's speech idea.
We're here as moral support. I can pick a topic anytime I want. I just don't want to right now.
They'll probably write about something boring anyway. Mom, you okay?
Field trip. Everyone in the car. Just so you know, the 3 of us have a high rate of disaster when in a car together.
Duly noted.
We got in the car, not knowing where we were going.
It looks old.
Yeah, it looks really old.
I just wanted to bring you guys here while we can.
It's been here over 100 years, Mom. Where's it going?
It's going to be condos.
What? Hold on. That's not right. I'm as much for positive economic development as the next guy. But there's plenty of places that don't represent the importance of reading, learning, and the overall higher education of this town.
That sounds like the start of a speech to me.
So it was the librarian's idea for the speech, not Keith's. Case closed.
No, it was my idea.
Ideas can come from anywhere, Jamie. I'm not convinced this speech was plagiarized. By the way, how's that counting going?
This guy's not counting at all.
I've been telling the story. I assumed you'd count while I talked.
Well, assuming makes an end.
Brian, help count. Keith, when did you write the speech?
I got home from the schoolhouse with a rush of ideas. But as soon as I put pen to paper, they all left. It was a harrowing night. But I kept at it and wrote my speech. With plenty of time to spare, I might add.
And that's why, in the battle between Jacob and Edward, everyone wins.
Manhunt isn't just a game. It's a way of life.
If I was given 3 wishes, what would I wish for? An interesting question.
Remember, jaywalking is a gateway crime. Just ask anyone in jail if they've ever crossed the street illegally.
In conclusion, while society could put limits on one man's ability to shape the world, I, for one, don't think it should.
Very well put, Mr. Redshaw. Who's left? Okay, Keith, finish us off.
Heritage buildings aren't just old buildings in the middle of town. They're an important part of who we are as a community. They help shape the story of this town. I have a story. We all do, which is great because we are all our own best storytellers. When asked, we all tell stories about our past to give others an indication of who we are now. If someone was to ask me who I am today, I would say that I'm a newspaper man, that I have great friends, that I have a scar on my right leg to remind me I'm not a very good skateboarder. I'd mention I have a big family, and that I'm the youngest. I'd mention I love telling stories. Bailey's Path has been my home my whole life, and I always assumed it was always as it is now. But the reality is that Bailey's Path, like me, or any of you, has got some stories to tell. The first schoolhouse in Bailey's Path was built by hand, by the people that lived here, so that their children would have a place to learn, to make friends, to reach their potential. They built a stepping stone to who this community is today. Generations of Bailey's Path's first schoolhouse graduates have gone on to shape the world. That schoolhouse is a tribute to our impact upon the world. If I was able to keep a 6-year-old version of myself in the yard to remind me in 50 years what I was like and how far I've come, I think I would. The Bailey's Pass Schoolhouse helps tell us as a community what we were like 100 years ago, highlighting who we are now. The story of a man is meant to be told. The story of a town is meant to be seen. Thank you.
All right. Cast your votes.
That's it, unless you want me to recap what happened since everyone cast their votes.
No, I think we're good.
I don't think it was necessary to hear Keith's speech word for word in the retelling.
I do. It's a really good speech.
It's also the winning speech.
Are you sure this time?
We double counted.
Okay then. Keith, congratulations again. Now, everyone, please leave my classroom and go home.
Thanks for the help, Bri.
No problem. It was all you, though.
You were great today.
Thanks. You were too.
I'm really starting not to like you.
That's okay. But I think your girlfriend is.